Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 10 of Intense Takes Inside My Mind. Got a big episode for you ahead. First off, I want to say thank you to everybody that's subscribed, been watching, keeping up with the podcast so far. 10 episodes for me personally, it means a lot. A lot of discipline, a lot of just making sure that I'm doing what I got to do. So I appreciate everybody that's watching, always giving me feedback, asking for more content, of course. So it's a milestone for me for sure. Like I said, I appreciate the support and just want to keep this going. We got a big episode ahead for you. Really, really in the heart of the NBA season. We've got about a month left, about 15 games for everybody. And the contenders are starting to show themselves for sure. So let's jump right into this episode. Hey, what's up? Welcome to Power Rankings for this episode. For this week in our Power Rankings, it's gonna be a little more simpler than what it was previously. Like I said, we're towards the end of the season now. We pretty much know who teams are at this point. We do have some teams making, some headway, trying to show themselves. So let's jump right into it. Number one, I got OKC. They haven't been number one for about 2-3 episodes now, but they're starting to get healthy. Shea is back, and he's just been on a tear. They're currently on an 11-game win streak, 9-0 in the past 2 weeks, sitting at 56-15 right now. Jared McCain has been a huge get for this team. I mean, he's been great. Defensively, he's been competing, and then offensively, just being able to give this team another shooter has just, I feel like has made them even more of a favorite. Huge get by this team. Huge get by Sam Presti, who's one of the top GMs in a whole league. So OKC just looks like a team that's primed and ready to defend their title. Number two, got the Spurs. The Spurs have been number 1 or 2 for like the past 5 weeks, I would say now. But this team is on a tear. 10-1 in the last 2 weeks. 53-18 overall. I mean, this team is really good. The young talent is crazy. Wemby is crazy. I mean, they're just playing great basketball all around. If we look at just the regular season, yeah, we could say that this team is a championship contender. Now, obviously, when it gets to the postseason, we'll have to see because they don't have a lot of experience with their core players outside of De'Aaron Fox, Luke Cornett is obviously just a role player. But man, this team is really good. They're a really good basketball team. I look forward to watching them play when the playoffs come. Number 3, I got the Detroit Pistons. Now with Detroit, man, it's good. The end of this month is gonna say a lot, especially the next 2 weeks. Obviously, earlier last week, the news came out that Cade Cunningham is going to be out with a collapsed lung indefinitely. Now, there is precedent set for this particular injury. I know CJ McCollum had it a few years ago. He missed about 3 weeks, 2 weeks, I believe. So we'll see what happens with Cade. But obviously, if the Pistons don't have Cade come playoff time, it's gonna be tough for them to do anything or take them serious. As of right now, though, they're sitting at 51-19, 6-5 in the last 2 weeks. But with the 2 games that Cade has been out so far, they have gone 2-0. Jalen Duren, who to be should be up for most improved, he's looked amazing. He's played very well. So we're really looking forward to just hopefully getting Cade back. Everything is good with him and watching them perform in the playoffs this year. Because like I said, I had them coming out of the East. Number 4, got the Boston Celtics sitting at 46-23, 5-3 in the last 2 weeks. Obviously, Tatum is back. Huge get for them. He's finding his rhythm, and I'm going to speak about them later on in my next segment. But the Celtics look like a contenders too to me. Same team for not the same team personnel wise, but just the same team in how they play. Get up a lot of threes, really good defensively. But you got Jaylen Brown playing the way that he's playing. They're going to be a force. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with. And then number 5, I got the New York Knicks. Knicks sitting at 45-25 right now, 6-3 in the last 2 weeks. Got to put the Knicks there because if I put the Celtics in there, I got to put the Knicks there. The Knicks obviously beat the Celtics last year. Knicks have been up and down like a lot of these teams. Timberwolves, the Rockets, the Nuggets. But, if the Knicks play at their best, like I said, OG Anunoby, Jalen Brunson, Cat, those players, if they play the way that they need to play, they could definitely come out of the East also. So looking forward to seeing how the Knicks do. But everybody's looking forward to the playoffs. And there's a few teams in the NBA where the playoffs is where we really, that's the litmus test for them. That's where we really see what they could do. Outside looking in, got the Timberwolves sitting at number 6, 43-27. Ant is out right now, but they're 2-1 without him so far. Gonna be reevaluated in about a week or so. Look, man, I'm a believer in the Timberwolves, and I know last year was pretty similar to this year. Real up and down season. Ended up going to the conference finals. I think the Timberwolves could do some damage, but it's all about consistency with this team, especially on a defensive end. So we'll just see what happens with them. Number 7, I got to put the Lakers in there. Obviously, I'm not a big believer in the Lakers. I never have been. But they're on a 9-game win streak right now, have beaten some really, really good teams, sitting at 46-25. Got to give props where props is due. At the end of the day, it's still the regular season. They're playing good basketball right now. So got to give it to them. And then number 8, got the Denver Nuggets, sitting at 42-28 right now. Look, man, Denver is real up and down too, even with Aaron Gordon being back. I know Peyton Watson is coming back tonight, actually. So that will be a huge get for them. But Denver has to be better on defense. They have to be better defensively. Obviously, Murray and Jokic are going to do what they do. Aaron Gordon has come back, and he's starting to round into shape too. But defensively, the Nuggets just have to be better. Hopefully, we can see them hit their peak come playoff time. But we'll kind of just see what happens. But that's my power rankings for this week. Welcome to my next, the second part of the segment, best games that I've seen. Number 1, got to go with the Nuggets and Spurs. Nuggets ended up pulling it out, 136-131, behind a big second half comeback, down by as many as 19, down by as many as 16 in the fourth quarter. No Wemby played in that. Wemby didn't play in that game, but the Nuggets were on the second night of a back-to-back after just being Houston the previous night. They outscored the Denver Nuggets 42-25 in the fourth quarter. Jamal Murray finished with 39 points, including 15 in that fourth quarter. He was just amazing. Like, he was making some incredible shots. And Jamal Murray is a tough shot maker. And he's really good at keeping his stamina level high, making sure that he's prepared to take those clutch shots. But that was just such a fun game to watch, especially with Denver, like I said, coming off of a back-to-back, and especially with the way San Antonio was shooting that ball for the first 3 quarters. Like, it was just amazing to watch. De'Aaron Fox finished with 27. Stephon Castle finished with 30. But that was just an amazing game. Number 2, I got OKC versus Denver. Now, this was the second time around. They played 2 times within about 5 days. This was the second matchup that they had. OKC ended up winning 129-126. It's a great overall game. And every time we see these two teams play, it just seems like these are the best 2 teams in the NBA, especially with the fact that both teams are missing key players. OKC missing Jalen Williams, Nuggets missing Peyton Watson, obviously. But this was just an amazing game. Jokic ended up finishing with 32, 14, and 13, hit the game-tying 3-point shot. SGA finished with 35, 9, and 15, and he hit the game-winning 3-point shot. It was just a great game to watch. MVP candidates going blow for blow. I was just amazed watching, great offensive players being able to show up in the big moments and giving everybody just a show to see on national television. But those are the best 2 games that I saw over the past 2 weeks. The MVP rankings. First, we're gonna jump into our MVP rankings for this week. Number 1 got SGA. Came back from injury. He's been playing amazing basketball. Sitting at 31 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists on 55, 39, and 89. Best record in the league. Can't deny him. Number 2, I got Wemby. Wemby sitting at 24, 11, and 3 on 51%. Also averaging 3 blocks a game. Second best record in the league. He's a big reason why the Spurs are where they are, why most people think as the Spurs of the Spurs as contenders. Number three, and this is really because of the last 2 weeks, I would say, and with the current win streak that the Lakers are on. But Luka, man, Luka's averaging 33, 8, and 8 right now. 48% from the field. 40. He's averaging 40 during this Lakers 9-game win streak. He's averaging 40. Like, this guy is just amazing. He's an amazing basketball player. The shit that I've seen him do on back-to-back nights versus the Rockets and then the next night versus the Heat. 40 versus the Rockets. Amazing fourth quarter, passing the ball, hitting threes. And then he goes, then the next night, they land in Miami. He drops 60 points. So Luka, man, he's just an amazing basketball player. Number 4, I got Jokic. He's averaging 28, 12, and 10 right now on 57% shooting. Everybody knows what Jokic is at this point. You could just book him for these numbers. And then number 5, I got Jaylen Brown, 28, 7, and 5 on 48%. Elite defender, like I said. He's just a great player. No Cade this week because obviously I think the fact that Cade is gonna miss probably the rest of the regular season. He's not gonna hit that 65-game threshold that everybody needs to be considered for these NBA awards. So it sucks to say, it's sad to say, but can't diminish the season that Cade has had, taking a very flawed roster, a very young roster, and making them the best team in the East from the beginning of the season up until now. And they've been 1 and 2 in defense, 1 and 2 as far as best record in the league for the majority of this year. And then no Ant. Obviously, Ant is going to be out for about 2 weeks too. With the up and down season Minnesota has had, I just feel like these other 5 players have been, just better overall. But that's my MVP rankings so far this year. All right, so welcome to the second part of this segment where I go into the surprise teams. Number 1, we're going to start off with the Celtics. Obviously, Jason Tatum is back now with the Celtics, and all of a sudden they become everybody favorites to come out of the East. And no shade at all. Jason Tatum's a great player. The Celtics have been playing great basketball all season, especially, like I said, with the number 1 option-like play of Jaylen Brown. They play great defense. They shoot the 3 ball. Celtics are 6-2 since his return, 5-1 when he's in the lineup. Like I said, the Celtics are a great team and they're legit title contenders. But what I want everybody to do and remember is last year the Celtics were at full strength. And last year the Celtics lost in basically 5 games to the Knicks. So I think everybody should just pump the brakes on them. All that being said, salute to Jason Tatum for coming back from this Achilles injury in 10 months, having the confidence in his body to go ahead and play. He's knocking rust off, but he's still a great rebounder. He's still playing great on defense, and his playmaking ability is, I think, is improving too during this time while he's still trying to get his shot up to par. So the Celtics are a team to watch out for, not only towards the end of the season, but obviously going into the playoffs. Second team, we're going to talk about the Lakers, and I spoke about them a little bit throughout my first segment. Spoke about Luka a little bit in MVP rankings. Lakers right now on a 9-game win streak, playing really good basketball. And to be honest, I'm pointing them out because they've beaten really good teams. They've beaten the Rockets twice. They've beaten the Nuggets. They've beaten the Timberwolves. They've beaten the Knicks. They've beaten all these playoff teams. They've beaten the Magic too. Although that Magic win was handed to them by the referees. Just got to give it to the Lakers. They've been playing great basketball, and they've had these conversations about having LeBron be the third option behind Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic, and it seems to be working out for them so far. Luka, man, like I said, he's averaging 40 during this win streak. 100 points in 2 games, 40 against the Rockets, next night 60 against the Heat. But also, same thing I want everybody to do, because everybody says now that the Lakers have a puncher's chance. I want everybody to also remember this. The Lakers did this same thing last year. They had these great wins towards the end of last year, and everybody said, oh, they might be OKC. Everybody said that they had the Lakers versus the Celtics in the championship. a good portion of the media love the Lakers, all for the Lakers to get bounced in round one in 5 games by the Timberwolves. So, like I said, all this regular season stuff, it doesn't mean anything. It's a huge reason why I have a lot of faith in the Timberwolves. I know the Timberwolves are very inconsistent during the regular season, but I know once the postseason comes, that team is gonna show up, and that team is gonna not get bounced in the first round, and they're due to be into the in a conference championship. That's what they've showed us the past 2 years. The Lakers, not so much. So I would caution everybody. They're playing good basketball right now. They are. But Austin Reeves, we all know what happens in a playoff setting when teams are being a lot more physical with him. He's not getting those calls from the refs to go to the free throw line 10 times a game. You know what's going to happen when he's facing a good defender. So let's just pause a little bit on the Lakers noise. But those are my surprise teams for this week. Hey, what's up? Welcome to a bonus take segment for this week. Number one, want to talk about the Bam Adebayo 83-point game. Shout out to Bam, man. That was a great game. A lot of discourse about that game. Now, everybody that knows me knows I hate players that shoot 15 free throws a game. I hate it. So 43 free throws attempts in one game is fucking outrageous. But much like everybody, you go back, and this is not really a Bam Adebayo issue, because by the book and by the rules of the NBA, if you look at a lot of those foul calls, he really did get fouled. I think it's much to do with the NBA issue. The NBA calls a lot of these touch fouls, and everything is so soft nowadays. Don't blame Bam for it. I would say that fourth quarter was egregious to look at. It was egregious to watch, but he did score 62 points in 3 quarters at the end of the day. So you got to give it to him. Great. Shout out to Bam, though. Like, him being able to be this level of an offensive threat now in the league, when he didn't come into the league like that, lob threat, defensive player. But it just goes to show you, like, and I just love players who work on their game. I love players who work hard to get to a certain level. And it's a main reason why I look at so many other players who have so much talent, but they don't reach their full potential because they don't work hard. So shout out to Bam, man. That was a great game from him. And his name will be forever etched in the history of the league. Number two, obviously, March Madness has started. College basketball has started. We're getting ready to finish the round of 32 today. We got 8 teams that already punched their ticket into the Sweet 16. So it's been looking good so far. Obviously, we had some upsets. We had some scares so far. Obviously, Duke and Siena. Duke was able to pull that win out. VCU able to beat who did VCU beat? North Carolina, I believe. Coming back down 19. They won. High Point beating Wisconsin. And then High Point playing a great game last night against Arkansas. Arkansas being able to pull that game out. So it's been a lot of good games so far this year. I'm gonna give you guys my Final Four, and then I'm gonna give you guys my the team that I have to win it all. In the Final Four, I have St. John's, Houston, Michigan, and Arizona. I got Houston being able to come out this year, win it all. Part of me, it's tough because Houston, although they're elite on defense, and I mean they're elite on defense, they do have those moments on offense where they just can't score. But being able to watch them these first 2 games, they're annihilating their opponents. I mean, the games are over in the first half, and they're being able to score. First game, they scored about 45 in the first half. Second game against Texas A&M, they scored 46. So they're being able to score right now at this point, which is really good. So I got Houston winning it all, but that's my Final Four. Then number 3, I got 2 teams that I want to point out. The first team is Texas. Texas is in the Sweet 16 right now. And they've had a great offense all year. And Sean Miller, obviously, is a great coach. Came from Arizona, took like a year off or so. Now he's coaching at Texas. And that team is great offensively, but in the tournament, they've been able to play some really good defense. Beating NC State in that first game. Then they won their second game, won their third game again. So they're playing really good basketball right now. Their big man is playing really good too, rebounding, like I said, and they're defending. And then number 3, and this team probably would have been in my Elite Eight, I think. But I have them losing to Texas Tech today, obviously, and a huge reason because of that is Aiden Holloway. But Alabama, I love their team. Love Nate Oates. I mean, he just knows. And I love Alabama because they play a real pro level offense. It's not a bunch of running a set for 25 seconds with 2 or 3 different options. It's a lot of pick and roll, a lot of shooting threes. And to me, like in college, I don't really have that much of an issue with them shooting threes as much as I do in the NBA. In college, I like high volume shots, shot making, being able to get shots, the pace going up and down the floor. So, like I said, I love Nate Oates, and he just knows what to do with point guards. Aiden Holloway, LeBaron Philon, who I've been on since last year. He's a sophomore now, but LeBaron Philon is amazing, and a lot of people don't really know how good he is. But that kid, and I don't know if he's gonna come out this year. He might. I think he should. He's a big guard, 6'4". He's not quick, but he moves at his own pace. He keeps his dribble very, very well. Could get to the cup, could shoot the 3-ball too. He's a great player. Could set up his teammates. Love LeBaron Philon. Sellers also. So they got guards all around, and then they have bigs too that could play. So I love Alabama. I'll be happy if they could beat Texas Tech today. The thing is, Texas Tech, even though they don't have JT Toppin right now, that team is really battle tested. They had the most top 5 wins and top 10 wins of any team in the nation this year. They play great defense, and they have shooters. They got the freshman guard Petty. Obviously, they got the sophomore in Anderson who's a great shooter too. So Texas Tech is really good, but that's going to be a great game to watch. I'm looking forward to watching that game later on today. But those are my bonus takes for this week. Like I said, shout out to Bam. Final Four got Houston winning it all, and then Alabama and Texas. Really looking forward to seeing how those teams move on the rest of this tournament. Hey, what's up? And welcome to Inside My Mind Field Breakdown. Today I want to show you an offensive possession from the Cavs versus Celtics game that happened a couple weeks ago. Very first possession of the game. Great offensive set drawn up and ran by Kenny Atkinson. So let's go jump right into it. So we got Harden bringing up the ball. What I want you to do is watch Evan Mobley and Sam Merrill. They're going to be at the elbows. Pick. So Merrill's going to jump out here. Mobley's just going to drop down. Easy dunk. So let's play it over again. So we got Mobley right here. He's going to seal right there at the left elbow. We got Merrill at the other side. We're going to play it. We got a handoff. Merrill's going to jump. Right there. So just great play all around. Like I said. Dean Wade's coming. We got a flare. And Merrill, at that time, Merrill, so I'm going to play it back for you right quick. And I want you to watch something. So obviously we have to seal right there. We got a handoff dribble, and then we got a flare by Merrill. I'm going to pause it right here. Because as Merrill catches this ball, he could shoot. But Keita comes out to him. And it's a great screen set by Mobley. And he's able to slip through, which allows Merrill to then pass from the ball, easy dunk. So it was just a great play drawn up all around. I loved the execution by the Cavs, also by those players, and being able to draw up a play like that where you could either get a wide open 3 or you could get an easy dunk to the basket. It doesn't get any better than that. Hey, what's up, and welcome to part 2 of Inside My Mind Field Breakdown. Today I want to show you offensive possession from the Hawks versus Rockets game. And I wanted to show this possession because I think, so the Rockets have had a difficult time all season, especially over the last 3 or 4 weeks, with teams just all out doubling Kevin Durant. Doubling him, not worried about nobody else on the court because the Rockets do lack the ability to shoot. especially with a lot of their players now just being in big slumps right now. So a lot of teams from start of the game to the end, they're just doubling Kevin Durant. And I think what the Rockets did in that second half of the Lakers game, the second time that they played the Lakers, was they found a better way they found some answers to these doubles. And one of those answers I'm going to show you right here. So let's jump right into it. So we got Kevin Durant bringing up the ball. So we got and it's real quick. I'll play it right back for you, but it's really quick. You got Kevin Durant bringing up the ball. So we know once the screen comes, Orlando's gonna jump, and it's a quick slip by Sengun, and he's passes it to Amen Thompson. And Amen Thompson's really good in that dunker spot and just cutting. So Sengun is not even gonna set the screen. He's gonna slip, pass, and then there's a cut. Really, really nice quick play by the Rockets, and that's something that they've been doing over the past 2 weeks, is where they're not allowing teams to double Kevin, and Kevin's getting the ball out of his hands too. Real dunk. So I think the thing is with the Rockets now is over the past 2.5 games, I'll say, is that their players now, they know what they want to do when the ball touches their hands. They're not waiting. They're not trying to figure it out. Like, they know what they're going to do once that ball's touching their hands. They're making quick decisions. They're making smarter decisions now, too. And I think what we've seen over the past few games, they're scoring 120 and up at this point because they're getting easier shots. They're lowering their turnovers also. Kevin is getting the ball out of his hands, too. But the rest of the players around him are making better decisions with the ball and obviously capitalizing on those possessions too. So we'll see what happens with the Rockets. Their defense is obviously great, but their offense, it just seems like there's a real ceiling on it if they're not able to figure out this part of their offense. But we'll see what happens moving forward. Hey, what's up, and welcome to part 3 of Inside My Mind Field Breakdown. Next, I want to show you offensive possession from the Magic versus Timberwolves game. I wanted to show you this possession because it's kind of the main focal point of why the Magic have been playing so well over the past 3 or 4 weeks, I would say, or a month. Paolo Banchero is really taking initiative to just play more in the post and work from there. Allow the defense to come help making passes outside of that. And then just moving the ball around too, and then the rest of the players just being able to make shots. Paolo's a big body, obviously. He can score in the paint. So he's gonna get a lot of attention at times. He's gonna get a lot of doubles at times too. I think this is why the Magic have been playing so well over the past month. So let's jump right into it. So we got Desmond Bane. He's gonna come through. So Paolo's gonna be get in the post right now. You got Jaden McDaniels on him. We're gonna see Ayo drop down, and Ayo's gonna double. We got a drive by Bane, pass, wide open shot to Jalen Suggs in the corner, and it's just amazing basketball all around. Like I said, so Paolo's gonna come one dribble, Ayo's gonna come, and Desmond Bane's gonna drop. So when you get the defense to rotate like that, right? And I'll just play it all the way through for you again so you can watch. While you can do that while I'm talking. But when you get the defense to rotate like that and you're making great passes, it's going to lead to wide open shots all the time. Desmond Bane's going to pass it in, and Paolo knows it's coming. Ayo's going to come down. Desmond drives to the lane. One more pass to the corner, wide open shot for Jalen Suggs. And that's just great offense. Is why the Magic have been playing so well over the past month. Is because it's a lot of offensive possessions look just like this. And I thought it was something to highlight for sure. Definitely something that they want to take into the playoffs at the same time. Because this is a team that they could come out of the East maybe. They can make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. They are a very solid defensive team, and I feel like their offense has gotten better as the season has gone along, specifically over the past month or so. So I think it's something that they should highlight in their film sessions. It's something that I looked at and thought this is something that could take them far if they stick to it. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the final part of this segment. I want to show you a play from the Spurs versus Pistons game that happened a few weeks ago. This play, it kind of shows you it kind of shows you kind of all the parts of this Spurs roster, the young talent, and then just how much of an impact Wemby has on the game, on the offensive end, and how defenses just fear his finishing ability, the lob threat, all of that. So let's jump right into it. So we got Stephon Castle bringing up the ball, and it's a quick play. So we got a back screen by Devin Vassell. He's gonna set for Wemby, on Isaiah Stewart. Now Wemby could do two things on this play. He could either flare or he could cut to the rim, which will then allow a lob for Stephon Castle. But I want you to see where Cade Cunningham is. Cade Cunningham knows that probably a lob is coming. So I want to play it back again so you can watch. And I'm going to play all the way through so you can see. So it's a quick play, very quick play. We got Devin Vassell coming, and Wemby's not going to flare. He's going to come to the basket, and Cade is going to come in. He's going to drop down to take away that help. And Dylan Harper is now in a corner by himself. Big pump fake, drive to the rim, athletic, and it's a finish. So that's it's just great offense by the Spurs. Like I said, Wemby's not going to flare. He's going to take away the lob threat, but you got to jump down. Isaiah Stewart doesn't stay on his feet. Dylan Harper scores. So this Spurs team, they could beat you from so many angles with so many different players. Like I said, I spoke about Dylan Harper a couple of weeks ago when I spoke about the MVP, the Rookie of the Year rankings. And this guy could start on a lot of NBA teams. But because the Spurs have so many great guards, he's coming off the bench. But he has talent, and he can finish the ball also. But that's just a great play. And being able to have a player like Wemby where you know from anywhere on the court, if you just throw it up there, he's in the vicinity, he's going to catch it. And Cade, being the smart player that he is, obviously Dylan Harper is not the best three-point shooter. So for him, he's going to drop down, take away that threat. But Isaiah Stewart not being disciplined enough to stay on his feet. Dylan Harper pump fakes, drives to the rim. It's an easy score for the Spurs. So, like I said, it's a reason why they're one of the best teams in the NBA this year. Hey, thank you for tuning into episode 10 of Intense Takes. Like I said, I appreciate everybody supporting, everybody that's watching. Making it to 10 episodes is a small feat, but a big milestone to me. Just looking forward to continuing to give you guys knowledge about the game and about sports in general and keeping this podcast going. Don't forget to like and subscribe.